Out of the inning here in the top half of the first. And keep it right here in Crossville as we'll head to the bottom half of one between the Jets and the Bees. And the Jets, that's a good start for them. You face the top three in the order against the Bees. You have another good start, and especially after yesterday had the 4 walks across and only allowed the 1 run. 1, 2, 3 here in this first inning today against the Bees, and now you're going to see what you can do against Chris Worsing on the other side. For Worsing, he struggled here at Cumberland County his first time around in that very first district game early on this season, and we kind of talked about it before the broadcast. Normally when he has pitched here, he's pitched here 3 total times. He's been very, very good outside of that last time out here.
Maybe a testament to Chris Worsing as the righty takes the ball and begins his warm-up pitches of how strong of an arm he is, because it has not felt like his best in his junior season. And yet you look at the stats, a 2.84 ERA, he's 4-3 in 10 appearances. This is his 9th start, 44 and a third innings pitched, just 40 hits, 20 runs, 18 of them earned. And for Worsing, 68 strikeouts to 9 walks with opponents hitting just 241.
Still really
That's
good.
Ace-level stuff on the mound, and they will need it today. And we called him last year the ace in the hole for Upperman. Every Game 3, he was going to get the ball. He won Game 3 at Red Bank to send Upperman into the state tournament. He has pitched in big games. This is the earliest big game he's pitched in Game 2, and he will face off against the Cumberland County Jets lineup, which is red hot, and bats 1 through 9 like this. Leading things off is the center fielder, Titus Ostrander. He's followed up by the pitcher, Kellen Burnett. The catcher bats third. That's Eli Gloop. Batting fourth, speaking of a great bat right now, how about Isaiah Shelton, the first baseman in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth is the third baseman, Rylan Burnett. He'll be followed up by the left fielder, Caleb Hahn. Lower third of the order, Jay Christopher bats seventh. He'll be followed up by the shortstop, Schaefer Sitton. And rounding out the order today is Tanner Pauley. Last out for Chris Worsing, or I should say his last appearance against Cumberland County back on March 24th. He went 6 innings, but he wasn't able to get the win, credited with the loss.
Yeah, that was that second district game here on the road at Cumberland County. It was a 3-2 win for the Jets. Eli Gloop was tremendous on the other side. Worsing went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He did strike out 8 and only walked 1, so those numbers pretty good, but they got the 6 hits against him, and the Bees only had 3 hits against Eli Gloop on the other side. That was the big difference.
Ostrander, Burnett, and Gloop going to lead things off for Cumberland County, who will love an early lead here to apply even more pressure to the Bees with their backs against the wall. As Denton Huddleston gives the sign and Chris Worsing's underway. First pitch is fouled back 0-1. Worsing hangs out in the upper 80s with the fastball. He's got the breaking ball and changeup off of it. The changeup about 8 to 10 miles an hour slower than the fastball.
Last time Worsing did pitch was last Tuesday against White County. All 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, no walks, and 9 strikeouts.
This is a big-time arm for Upperman, and they need him to be that way today, as Ostrander's been swinging it well. That's going to be a familiar refrain up and down the lineup this week for Cumberland County. Everybody's swinging it well, but he's behind in the count 0-2 with a couple of foul balls.
I mean, just a huge comeback win against Stone Memorial on Tuesday night in the play-in game, and then they get the job done yesterday as well, able to tie it up and take the lead.
The 0-2, this one's sent up into the air. It's going to stay in fair territory, right in or right under it to make the catch for out number 1 is Braden Wolke. And 1 up, 1 down. One thing the Jets have done really well, particularly yesterday, was run the pitch count of Jackson Green up. We talked about each team wanting to get into each other's bullpen. The Jets did it, and they capitalized on it. Upperman did not do it. It was a quick top half for Kellen Burnett. Worsing looking to match. As climbing in here is Kellen Burnett for his first AB. The tall righty delivers the breaking ball that misses upstairs, ball 1. Denton Huddleston catches the balls and strike. Jackson Green is over at first. The second baseman today is Dawson Mullins. At third is Carson Shoup. The shortstop is Andrew Hedrick, as that one is in for a strike. Left fielder is Braden Green, who goes back into the field today. The right fielder, Braden Wolke, and Rylan Case, quarterback center for the Bees. That one, the fastball, waved on and missed. Actually, it may have been the change. Either way, it's strike 2.
Well, the good thing for early on here, Worsing, it seems like he has his command, more so than he did the first time around here in Crossville.
The 1-2. This one fouled up and out of play, and that's what Cumberland County did very well yesterday to run that pitch count up. When they got behind in counts, they were to foul pitches off and stay alive. Green did strike out 10, but not a lot of those were quick, dominant strikeouts. 88 on the gun on that one. The 1-2. That one misses low and outside. It's 2-2. Jeff Petey Goolsby on stats. The great, the GOAT. Petey helping us out. Huddleston gives the sign. Here comes the 2-2 from Worsing. Fastball on the hands. This one is going to be a tough play. Ranging back is Hedrick. He'll lay out and can't make the catch. Bloop single for Kellen Burnett. It's the game's first base runner, and it's Cumberland County with a runner at first for Eli Gloop.
It's just unfortunate for Chris Worsing. He made the pitch in on the hands. Burnett gets it through, and he's able to get it just kind of in on the hands part of the bat. Sends it out towards the middle of the field, and Hedrick gave it a great effort just right over the top of his glove.
Eli Gloop climbs in, the hero of Game 1 of the tournament. Just a sensational outing against Stowe Memorial on the mound.
That's sweet.
That is an Army helicopter
sure
above
is.
our head, and it is awesome as the first pitch fastball is across at the knees for strike one. I mean, just creeping along.
You see the gunner on the front?
They're enjoying the game and ready to take out any Russians that try anything. Dare Iran to try something in Crossville right now with that thing above us. Never been safer. All we need is a jet to really fit in here at Cumberland County. Worsing delivers in. This one flared out in the right. More work for Wolke. Ranges back. That is well struck for Gloop, and it will drop all the way to the wall. Barreling around third. The runner's going to score with ease. It just kept going and going and going, and Eli Gloop with a big show of emotion. As the hot start continues for the Jets, it's an RBI double.
Yeah, what about that? Sends it out to right field, got it on the outer half and handled it well. One bouncer into the fence out in right. So there's not much wind at all. The breeze that is blowing out today, but he crushed that one out to right field and scores the first run of the game for the Jets.
I mean, I thought it was going to be a routine fly out off the bat, and it just went
traveling.
A lot of pop in that bat. Speaking of, here's Isaiah Shelton with a runner at second as now they look for more. A 1-0 lead for Cumberland County. Talked about the importance of the start. It's the Jets who have the lead. Worsing slides in. That one misses upstairs for ball one, and you can tell it's just the confidence has built throughout the week for Cumberland County. And that dugout very much alive over down the first base line. Worsing trying to hunker down here. The 1-0 breaking ball. This one flared up into the air. It looks like a routine fly out. This one's going to stay in as Wolke's under it and makes the catch for out number 2. Going to catch myself after the last one for Gloop. Here's Rylan Burnett trying to add on here in a 1-0 ball game.
Yeah, that one just hit a lot higher. And you mentioned for Cumberland County, they've got the confidence and belief is a big thing, especially in the game of baseball. It doesn't matter what happened in the regular season. They're playing their best ball right now, and they're playing hot. They got a good start here in this one.
9-19.
Yeah.
But it's really 2-0. The two games that matter, the Jets have won both of them.
They were 1-4 in the final 5 of the regular season.
It's always a new start. A lot of baseball still to go in this game, however, as Rylan Burnett climbs in. Doesn't want to leave that runner out there as the first pitch misses a little bit low and outside. 1-0 from Chris Worsing.
And the other parts of this game, it's going to get chilly here in Crossville tonight.
We are on the mountain, and there's already a little bit of a bite in the air. When that sun sets, it is going to get cool in a hurry.
Normally in the district tournament, we're sweating.
No doubt. New format this year, though. We're all over the place. Usually it's just one site. Not so this year, as that one's fouled back, and it's 1-1. And one thing Upperman has to have today is 7 innings out of Chris Worsing. Mm-hmm. They have to win, obviously, to extend their season. But in the process, they need to keep every other arm they've got available. As Worsing glances back, he'll deliver in. That one misses up and in. Burnett slides just a little bit to avoid that one, and it's 2-1.
And as far as we know as well, the other semifinal, White County Livingston playing just 1 game tonight, and as of now, 1 game tomorrow, and we'll see if they need a game 3.
We talked about the arms behind Burnett on the other side for Upperman. No doubt if they get to a game 3, it's going to go to Braden Wolke, who's out in right field. They got a couple of arms available in relief behind him, but they definitely want to save them if they could get there. Cumberland County has other plans. This one rolled over towards Andrew Hedrick. He's one of those arms. He shows it off there as he delivers to first in time to retire the side. An RBI double for Kellen Burnett breaks the scoreless tie. It's 1-0 as we head to the second. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
4-5-6 due up for the Bees. Kellen Burnett, he's got a lead to play with now. 1-0 on the RBI double for Eli Gloop. I'm Noah. That's Jacob. Cameron, producing things. We're happy to be with you. We're going to be with you somewhere tomorrow. If this game goes to series goes to a game 3, we will be there for it in Baxter. If not, well, we'll let you know. But we're going to be broadcasting games the rest of the way, no doubt about that. Speaking of, Clay County, Pickett County, over with our friends at Dale Hollow Horizon. Do a great job there in Salina. So you can see part of that District 7 Single A tournament that is about to get underway in Salina tonight. Clay County, the 1 seed in that tournament, as Jackson Green will climb in here. And he probably deserved a little bit better than what he ended up with yesterday. Ran out of gas a little bit in the 7th. But gave his team a chance to win with a 10-strikeout performance. He'll climb in here for his first debut against Kellen Burnett.
Yeah, and he really pitched pretty well through those first 6 innings. Like he said, maybe just ran out of gas a little bit, and that's a credit to Cumberland County, able to work that pitch count up into that 7th inning. He allowed a few base hits to open up that 7th inning, and that was kind of the undoing for the Bees in that one.
Burnett rocks and fires that one. He's been trying to get that outside corner, that time able to put it over, and it's 1-1. As of now, it's 56 degrees, but it could be in the upper 40s by the time this game ends. The 1-1 breaking ball. This one is roped, and it's a fair ball. Could be extra bases for Jackson Green as he rounds first, just now to it out in right. And this is going to be a leadoff tee-up double for Jackson Green.
Yeah, that's a great rip right there down the line and able to get into extra bases, and that's what the Bees need. They need runners in scoring position. And the big thing is today, you got to bring them home. They left 9 runners stranded yesterday and just can't have that today in a winner-go-home contest.
Here's Braden Wolke climbing in. The Chicago kid mentioned he really wants an opportunity to get the ball into what would be the biggest start of his career, but they would have to win this game to get there for the righty. As he will climb in here for his first debut. He's been swinging a pretty good bat recently, up to a 267 average. And on the season, he's got 12 RBIs for Jackson Green. That is his 4th double of the campaign. Pardon me, his 5th double. First one, and that, what a block by Eli Gloop. I mean, tremendous on this turf infield to keep it in front.
Yeah, it's just turf around the home plate area, turf on the mound. It's natural grass everywhere except for behind home plate. And so he's able to keep that in front, gets that true bounce, and keeps it right in front of him. Should the field umpire not be off towards the second base
side?
Yeah,
he's literally, I mean,
he's going to get drilled on
and he can be further over left if he wants to be, but he is just right down Main Street. He's ready to help with the strike zone as, again, Gloop gets a piece, and Green forced to retreat. If that's down the first base side, he has an opportunity to move. But on the third base line, no chance. The freshman stays put, and it's 2-0. And one thing this lineup has done today, it's breaking up the freshman alley that was in the middle of the order. Now it's in the lower part of the order where they will go 3 straight, 7 through 9. Make it 2 straight in there as the 2-0 bounces again, and Burnett, he's trying to find that breaking ball and can't quite pinpoint it yet. Base is empty over at first, but nobody out, and Sawyer Brown, who did some damage yesterday, waiting on deck.
Well, the Bees, even though there was only 3 batters in that first inning, they were able to get the pitch count up. At least 4 of those 3 batters faced for Burnett, and so they've had a pretty good approach so far.
Burnett delivers the 3-0 and gets it over with the fastball on the inside part of the zone, 3-1, and we all look up. We hear a helicopter again. We're like that college game day. It's a stealth bomber up there.
We're children, if you didn't know.
Well, that's obvious. The 3-1. That one's across to the knees. Wolke thought it was ball 4. It's not. And Burnett's back in it, and we run full at 3-2.
He's been able to get that kind of low outside corner, and he's hit it a couple of times. That off-speed pitch, able to catch a piece.
Green takes his lead at second. From 3-0, we're full now at 3-2. Burnett slides and delivers. Chopped foul is the waist-high fastball. Looked like a late decision, but Wolke stays alive.
And he started 3-0 against the first 2 batters in the lineup in Worthing, and then Green as well. Was able to get the fly out to both of them in that one, or the ground out and then the fly out.
Trying to find this helicopter.
I think it's gone now.
3-2 payoff pitch coming to Wilkie again, and now it's a good battle as he just tips it, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, good short approach here for Wilkie with the 2 strikes on him, just trying to put it into the field of play, and especially with nobody out yet, you're just trying to push it to that right side of the infield and move that runner over to third base.
OG Anunoby has 10 points in the first quarter.
Hoosier.
How about that? Comes the 3-2, and Wilkie lays off the breaking ball as Gloop blocks it again, and the first 2 batters have reached. Here in the second, it's a Nick's Restaurant walk. And on the SK Creations scoreboard, Goose is at White County tonight, and it's White County 1, Livingston 0. White County had the bases loaded with nobody out, and they only got 1. In the third out, a runner was caught trying to steal.
Monterey will be the number 2 seed out of the Smith County District. They beat York today 11-5.
Smith County wrapped up that district title yesterday. Burnett trying to find the zone into Sawyer Brown. That one's across for strike 1. He's about to call time.
You want to know how old I am? I had a class freshman year with OG Anunoby in college.
I was talking to my buddy Chase Hoke today, and we were talking about the first game we called together, which was White County, Cookeville, Grant Slatton's freshman year of high school. As Brown shows bunt and sends it foul back, he's behind 0-2.
Anunoby's a veteran in the NBA
Slatton,
now.
he played obviously 4 years, and then he just finished his 5th year of college basketball.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was
humbling.
Yeah, we were like, man, we're getting a little old, man. Good catching up with Chase today. And there's Brown. He's calling time after 2 strikes this time, but good job for Burnett. He's back in it after walking Wilkie, now ahead 0-2.
And Brown, the same thing here. You put something in the air to the right side of the infield, huge gap on that second base side.
0-2 fastball, and he just stays alive. And this is something Upperman did not do well yesterday, and at times this year they've not battled deep into counts. When they have, it's been the games they've won. When they've gone down quickly, pretty quick correlation to the games that they have lost.
And weren't able to manufacture runs yesterday either, and they got a good opportunity here.
0-2 breaking ball. This one hit hard over to the third. This could be trouble. Stepping on the bag for 1. Throw to first in time. Double play for Cumberland County. I thought they had a chance at 3, but a wise play for Rylan Burnett as he touched third, throws over for the double play, and changes the complexion of the inning.
And that's why you either got to hit it in the air to the right side of the infield. You cannot hit that right there, and that's a great play by Rylan Burnett. Smart enough to step on the bag, get it across the field, and now for Kellen Burnett on the mound, you can just focus on the batter at the plate with 2 outs.
Wilkie got a great jump off of first, or Burnett would have been tempted to go to second with that, and we could have had a little bit of magic as that one's waved at and missed by Denton Huddleston, and it just immediately crowd rejuvenated here. It just, the energy pulsed back in for the home grandstands in that home dugout.
It's packed, too. Great crowd on hand.
Fantastic crowd. As Huddleston goes chasing this one, he'll send it out of play, foul, and again, Burnett goes ahead. It's 0-2. He's bounced back nicely after the double and the walk to open the inning.
You mentioned the good battles for the Bees batters, and good battles for Burnett as well. He's been able to work his way back into these last couple, able to get ahead and see if he can get out of the inning, especially after giving up a leadoff double and then walking a batter.
Here's Huddleston. They still got the runner in scoring position, but threatening to strand him out there is Kellen Burnett. He'll deliver the fastball. He got the spot, but it was lined up outside. And when you hit the spot, you think it's going to be called strike 3, but Gloop, he lined up on the other batter's box line and couldn't quite get it.
He's just trying to get a chase there, and that was a great eye by Huddleston. And again, we talked about it. It's a great umpire tonight, so you can hit your spot, but you also got to hit the zone.
It's a very nice pitch, and so is that one. Waved on and missed as he pulled the string, and Burnett works out of the jam. We'll head to the bottom of 2. Still 1-0 Jets, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear DJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
6-7-8 due up for Cumberland County as they lead 1-0. Lead was in danger. The first two base runners reached for Upperman on a double and a walk. Then a double play and a strikeout retired the side. And the Jets maintain their lead, looking to separate here as we head into the bottom half of two.
Yeah, I know we talked about these Jets have already won a couple of games this week. Had the dramatic comeback against Stone Memorial Tuesday night. A great win last night on the road at Baxter. Playing with house money here today. Trying to get back to a district championship game for the first time in a long time and trying to dispose of the Bees. We're now in an elimination game for the first time in a long time in the postseason.
Caleb Hahn will climb in, and these teams, or these schools, have played a lot this year, and it has been dominated by Upperman until baseball. 2-1 so far, the Jets against the Bees. As Worsing sets up against Caleb Hahn to be followed up by Jake Christopher and Schaefer Sitton here in the second.
The Jets have won 2 games.
Exactly right. They are 2-1 in 3 games. As this one's sent up into the air, pretty well struck, but Wolke has a beat on it in right. 1 pitch, 1 out, and that's exactly what Chris Worsing is looking for.
Absolutely. Trying to get a few quick outs here in this inning. That helps a lot and helps the confidence as well. It's just a 1-run game. Obviously, the Jets have the momentum right now, but if you're able to quickly go through the order here and bring the bats back to the plate, you feel a lot better.
He'd much rather face Titus Ostrander in the third as Christopher swings at the first pitch he sees and sends it back to the softball diamond. And it's 0-1. Worsing rocks and fires, and he overthrew that one. Missed it badly. Up and out. Or up and in, I should say, and it's 1-1. That time of year, teams getting eliminated each and every day is going to whittle down quickly. The 1-1. This one is well struck by Christopher in right. Wolke backpedals and makes the catch. A lot of work early for Braden Wolke in right. 2 up, 2 down here on just 4 pitches. As Schaefer Sitton will at least try to make Chris Worsing work out there.
Yeah, able to play it well that time was Wolke shading him out there in the breeze, picking up a little bit, kind of blowing out towards right field. And so he's kind of playing back there towards the fence. It's a smaller park here at Cumberland County. And they're playing it well right now.
Seen a lot of long balls in this park. 2 teams that don't hit a ton of them. As the first pitch is swung on, this one's popped up. Could be a very quick inning as Shoup camps out under it in foul ground and makes the catch. A 5-pitch inning for Chris Worsing and Upperman defensively as we will blister along into the third. Still 1-0 Jets. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
A reputation is built on results. At Upper Cumberland Commercial, our client's success is our greatest portfolio. Whether you're selling for a premium or leasing to the perfect tenant, we make the market work for you. And we stay long after the deal is done, providing the expert management your investment deserves. Upper Cumberland Commercial. Process, precision, performance. Give us a call today at 931-284-9098. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Back here in Crossville as the Bees take on the Jets, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. It is the top of the third inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Bees here in inning number 3. Dawson Mullins, Andrew Hedrick, and back to the top for Chris Worsing. Chris Worsing, a 5-pitch inning there in the bottom half of the inning to kind of get that confidence back up there for these Bees. But the bats got to get going. A team yesterday that stranded 9 runners on the base paths in that 7-3 loss. They're trying to get that being a little bit better here today, and already stranded just 1 so far as they had the 1 runner out on the fielder's choice over at third base in that last inning on the double play ball. Mullins will lead it off his first plate appearance today. He was in the cleanup spot yesterday. And that's a good breaking ball across from Kellen Burnett. He's ahead 0-1.
Yeah, back in that second inning, remember early when he issued the walk, he bounced that one about 4 times. He's starting to pinpoint it after getting that punch out. That'd be a big deal for Burnett if he can keep doing that.
That one sent up in the air, foul territory, giving chase to Shelton right in front of the fence, and he's got it for out number 1, right up against the fence in foul territory.
A lot of flyouts so far in this game. Gloop, the only one to really barrel one up, and it's the difference. Green hit one hard, but it was low. Anything in the air is just kind of hovering right now.
Yeah, Jackson Green ripped one down the line. Gloop sent one out to the wall and right. Here comes Andrew Hedrick. He's the 9 batter in the lineup, and he's been swinging it pretty well. Comes to the plate with nobody on and 1 out. And that first pitch will miss outside from Burnett on the mound, and it's 1-0. Burnett gave up a double and a walk to lead off the second to the Bees, and then got a 5-3 double play. Still had a runner at second base, but then struck out the last batter in the inning as that one misses outside, and it's 2-0.
Got a score up there in the SK Creation scoreboard. Livingston strikes. They lead 2-1 now over Sparta in game 1 of that series. Sparta throws the ball away on a bunt with a balk on a guy on third base. 2-run score in the second for L.A.
Hedrick sends this one out to center field. Coming on to it is Hahn in center, and he's got it for out number 2. Quick couple of outs here. Or, I beg your pardon, that's Titus Ostrander out there in center field today. Hahn is out in left. So a fly out for the second out of the inning. It'll flip the lineup back over to the top. Here's Chris Worsing.
And Burnett, he seemed like he was reeling just a little bit after the double and the walk. He has settled right back in, making quick work of these Upperman hitters so far, but tough bat in here in the form of Chris Worsing. He's trying to help his own cause.
Worsing, a hard ground out to short his first time up. Swings at this one, sends it on a ride out towards left, and that ball is gone. Chris Worsing finds his first home run of the season here in Crossville, and we are knotted up at 1.
And look at Chris Worsing. He has been waiting for this moment. A huge high five from his coach. He's been hitting it hard, and today it looks like he's swinging much smoother. And what did we say before the game? When he stops trying to hit a home run, he's going to hit a home run. That one out of here, and that's a long time coming for Chris Worsing.
Did I say it was a good sign? He hit a ground ball on that first AB, crushes that one over the left field fence, and you're motioning a nice level swing, but got it up in the air.
He had been swinging for the fences the past couple of weeks. That time he just puts it right over. It's just nice and smooth, and that ball was crushed. Cleared the fence with ease. I was waving at it as soon as it left the bat.
So a big 2-out swing for Worsing ties this one up with the solo shot. It's the first home run of the season for the Bees.
Let's see what happens on the other side now for Worsing,
Yeah.
because you saw the emotion.
Yeah.
It had been weighing on him that he had not been able to get that big hit, and now he has a tie game in his back pocket.
Well, here comes Brain Green for his second plate appearance as well. He's got that home run power. We've seen that from him in years past.
Return of Braden Otani?
Yeah.
I haven't said that one
Hey,
this
this
year
is
yet.
the field to do it on. We've seen lots of home runs from the Bees here on this field in years past. 2-0 here to Green. As Burnett looks in, trying to get out of the inning with 2 outs. And that one will miss upstairs. It's the second time that Green has gotten ahead 3-0. He flew out to left his last time up. It's a 1-1 ball game here in the top of the third with 2 away.
But the first home run of the year for the Bees.
Backs
As a
against the
team.
wall. This one is ripped out to left. Green puts it down in left field, and then that one is going to get all the way to the walls. The left fielder overran it. Green is into second base. We're going single and then advancing.
I will say, that's a tough play. A single, because what happened was he didn't overrun it. It bounced
Took a wild
and
bounce,
went
yeah.
left. He really read it well. I don't know if it was because of the spin or it just hit
Yeah, he
something
tried
in
to
the
barehand
outfield.
it.
Because he was right on track with it, and when it hit, it hopped straight left. And that's just a tough breakout in left. But now a huge spot for Carson Shoup, speaking of guys who've been flirting with a home run.
So first hit of the ball game
Just
for
a double,
Green.
tee-up double.
Okay,
and
we're
that's the right call. It took a weird hop left on him. That's a very tough play. Petey's on it. He's got it.
So Carson Shoup now at the plate after the tee-up double for Brayton Green, who's at second base. Yeah, that was tough out there in left for Hahn, who's out there today. So it was a solo shot by Worsing, a double by Green. Shoup at the plate, flew out to right his first time up, swings at that one. It's a foul ball, and the count 1-1.
And this is if you're Burnett, right? You gave up the home run, then you have the awkward play. you're right there. 1-1 ball game, settle in. This has been back and forth throughout in all the games so far for Cumberland County. A lot of baseball still to be played. Just got to find a way to get in out and get back into your dugout and let the bats have a chance.
The 1-1 gets away from Gloop behind the plate. Green will take third. He'll take a turn and throw on the brakes. And now with 2 outs in the inning, another run is 90 feet away for the Bees.
2 very different backstops, obviously. This one a little more shallow and a lot more bouncy coming off of it than the one in Baxter. But still, that one got far enough away from Gloop.
Comes the 2-1 to shoot. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
He loves that inside fastball. It just looks like a beach ball coming to him, but it's really tough to get your hands on, especially with that little downward motion that it has coming out of the hands of Burnett.
Green stands at third. Burnett works out of the windup and delivers the 2-2 down the line. Burnett gloves at third. Ryland, a throw, bounces one time, but a nice glove at first by Shelton to retire the side. The first home run of the season belongs to Chris Wersing, and we are tied as we enter the bottom of 3. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family, trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 1-1 ball game here in the home half of the third. Jets back to the plate, 9-1-2. Tanner Pauly, Titus Ostrander, and Kellen Burnett. I'm Jacob Vincent, Noah McKay, and Cameron Hughes here in Crossville today. Is Cumberland County taking on the Upperman Bees here in this District 7 3A semifinal for the Bees. It's an elimination game for the Jets. They're playing with house money right now. They're trying to get into a district championship with a win. With a loss, these two would meet tomorrow at 3:30. They've got May Day tomorrow in Baxter. So if the Bees win, there'd be an early start time tomorrow. As that one's going to dip low and inside to Tanner Pauly, who leads it off here in the third. It's 1-0. Chris Wersing ripped his first home run of the season. It was a beauty. Out to left field and over the fence to tie it up, and he rips that fastball across 1-1. He's in the upper 80s already here in this one. And I would bet he might even get that adrenaline going a little bit more here in inning number 3. 1-1, bounce back up the middle. Coming on to it, Mullins. Going to be a tough play. Needs a good throw, and he's got it. Great play by Dawson Mullins at second base for the first out of the inning. And now for Chris Wersing, he is retired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row in the lineup.
And every day, depending on who's on the mound, the freshman part of the infield changes. Right now it's the middle infield over to first, which are the freshmen. That's a really good play by one of them, Dawson Mullins, able to make the play with Mullins and Green representing a couple of freshmen.
Wersing, this one swung on. Hedrick's got it at short. His throw is a little bit high, and reaching base safely at first is Titus Ostrander.
Ostrander was legging it down there as he dives in. That's going to be an error in the field.
Yeah, a high throw there from
no doubt.
Hedrick. He's been solid for the most part, but he knew he needed a good throw to get Ostrander with some speed. He reaches on the air with one out here in the third. Coming to the plate will be Kellen Burnett. He reached on a single and scored the only run of the game so far for the Jets back in the first. Trying to help his own cause now with a runner at first base and one gone. Wersing will work out of the stretch as Ostrander takes his lead at first. A bunt shown. It's put down. Pretty good one. Wersing gloves. His only play is to first and gets the out there for the second out of the inning. So productive out for Kellen Burnett. Eli Gloop will come to the plate with another runner in scoring position.
And that's where having Chris Wersing's a big asset because he's your best defensive player as well and makes that play look easy, ranges up to make the play over. And with one out, that's a big deal because you get the second, you can pay all your attention towards home plate against a guy who's already hit the ball hard once.
Eli Gloop sent one bouncer into the fence in right on an RBI double. He's got another runner in scoring position, this time with 2 outs in the third. And that breaking ball pops out of the mid of Huddleston. Going to get all the way to the backstop, and now 90 feet away from retaking the lead are the Jets. 1-0 count here to Gloop. Gloop has played so well here in this district tournament so far. Started in the play-in game on the mound. He did it at the plate as well. This one swung on and fouled back, and the count now 1-1.
This is a big moment. This is where you're looking for some of that strikeout stuff. If you're Chris Worsing, any out will do, but you'd rather not put anything in play with a young defense behind him.
1-1. That breaking ball.
My goodness.
Not coming out clean right now for Worsing.
It's a great catch by Huddleston. He let one get behind him that he'll want to have back, but that one makes up for it majorly.
Back-to-back breaking balls now that just haven't come out clean for Worsing on the mound. Started off with the breaking ball. That was the pass ball that got to the backstop. That time, Huddleston makes a nice grab on it. Comes the 2-1. Fastball that time elevates it and swings right through and evens the count at 2-2.
And when you've got the velocity that Worsing has, that breaking ball is not going. You can rely on the fastball. Mix up the locations.
Got a change up he can go to as well.
Exactly.
2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs and a runner at third. Worsing into the motion, delivers, and he drilled him in the middle of the back. And Eli Gloop,
drilled him.
Rightfully so, spikes that bat down. I'd probably do the same thing. That not going to feel too good.
He's trying to walk it off, too. He's feeling it. He's trying to tough it out, but that is max velo. Just got away from him. He was looking for that same location that he just got the swing through, and he missed it a foot inside where he was trying to go.
So a hit by pitch puts Gloop aboard at first. Runner at third as Ostrander reached on the air, advanced on a sac bunt, and then over on a pass ball. 2 outs in the inning as Isaiah Shelton will come to the plate with runners on the corners. He flew out to left his first time up.
Better not make a mistake here. It could be a different game in a hurry.
1-1 right now after Worsing tied it up in the top half of the inning. And he finally gets the breaking ball, but it misses outside, and it's 1-0.
And making him work after that quick second inning. It's something else that they want to do. Again, desperate to get into the bullpen today. Looks like I get a runner on for Gloop.
And it's just a courtesy runner. He's catching today.
They like him out there. Really smart on the base paths, but I'm sure he's feeling it.
Just give him a little extra time to get that worked out before he goes back out into the field. So still runners at the corners. They will check over.
And that's got to be
Asher Mifflin over there at first base.
That's going to be a perfect throw with that runner at third in a tie game.
Yeah, that's why you saw not as much pace over there at first base, just kind of the cursory check. There's the pitch into Shelton. There's a called strike on the inside corner. That's a tough pitch right there.
It's also a tough pitch when you just drilled a guy.
Yeah.
2 pitches later to go back there. That's a little moxie on it from Worsing.
1-1 now to Shelton. He had 4 runs batted in yesterday. Went 3 for 4 at the plate. He reached 4 times. This one sawed off, fouled back, and it's 1-2.
Well, he liked it the last time, so he went right back to it. And again, that elevated fastball with that velocity, tough to get around on. There's nobody in this district that throws as hard as Chris Worsing does. You don't see it.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Shelton, the cleanup batter in the lineup for the Jets. Worsing delivers. The breaking ball misses upstairs. Just not quite getting the right release on the breaking ball right now as Worsing for the strikeout pitch.
This is going to be the gas.
2-2. Looking for his first strikeout of the day. The pitch. Popped up, right side and playable. Jackson Green at first base says he has it, and he does to retire the side. 2 runners stranded for the Jets, and we remain tied at 1. When we enter the 4th, you're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
All knotted up at 1 in the top of the fourth. 4-5 and 6-2 up here for the Bees. And inning number 4, Jackson Green, Braden Wolke, and Sawyer Brown in a 1-1 ball game as the Bees got the one run across on the solo shot by Chris Worsing. That came with 2 outs in the third. A couple of base runners on for the Jets there with 2 outs, and Chris Worsing was able to get the pop fly from Isaiah Shelton to get out of the inning. There's just been great games throughout the whole district tournament. We talked about it on Tuesday night when Cumberland County was at Stone Memorial. 1 through 5 has been competitive all season long, so we expect the district tournament to be the same, and it has.
We said anybody could win this tournament, and that has bared out so far. The other game, it was 2-1 Livingston as they've swung back and forth already. So expect it to continue, the twists and turns.
Jackson Green ripped a double already, softly rolls this one left side. More work for Burnett, and he makes another good throw across the diamond for the first out of the inning.
And both these pitchers be well served with quick innings. We saw Worsing have 1 in the second. Burnett, that's a good start as he has 1 pitch, 1 out here in the fourth.
Braden Wolke steps in, walked his last time up. He was stranded at second base back in that second inning. There's 1 out and nobody on. Kellen Burnett's been solid on the mound. He's got 1 strikeout, has walked 1 batter in Wolke. This one swung on. Burnett right there. Another good throw, and there's 2 down.
Breaking ball, it drops right over the heart of the plate. Wolke can't lay off, and now if you're Brown, you got to take one. 3-pitch inning. That just it injects so much life into your opponent.
3 straight 5-3 putouts. Pretty good.
Yep.
2 pitches and 2 outs.
Burnett hasn't had to do anything crazy over there, but he's made the routine plays, and that's what you got to do in a game like this.
Got a nice scoop from Isaiah Shelton to get out of the inning back in the third, but 2 good throws by Burnett from third here in this one so far. That breaking ball just misses for ball 1. As Sawyer Brown takes your advice and sees one.
And he'd probably be wise to just take until he sees a strike, period. You got to force him to throw something here.
Swings at that one, pops it up, and that'll sail out of play. It's 1-1.
That would have been ball 2. It's some of the little things that you learn with more experience out there.
There are the lights.
We were thinking it's probably about time to kick them on.
The sun has it's starting to set off to our right.
It's hiding behind some clouds as well.
Comes the 1-1. This one ripped left side in that 5-6 hole in the perfect spot. Sawyer Brown becomes a 2-out base runner on the single.
Yeah, that one coming inside, and he's able to shorten the swing, just gets the barrel onto it, rips it hard through the left side, and that'll help stretch an inning a little bit. And for Upperman in a tie game, they got the solo home run with 2 outs. They love a little bit more 2-out magic here, try to take their first lead on the road.
Den Huddleston was the lone strikeout victim so far against Kellen Burnett. He steps to the plate with a runner at first and 2 gone. Here in the top of 4. 1-1 ball game. It's an elimination game for the Bees. You lose this, you're done with your season. You win, you live to see another day tomorrow afternoon in Baxter. So that one misses outside. A good pitch, but it does miss, and it's 1-0.
God bless this strike.
I was just thinking the same exact thing, especially after last night.
Goodness, fantastic. It's a good pitch, but it's a ball.
Yep. The 1-0.
Great pitch.
That one's across for a strike. How about that? You go with the 2-seam that misses outside, come back in with the breaking ball in on the hands, and catches a piece of the zone.
A great pitch.
Those are the ones you see from Pitching Ninja on Twitter, the run and the break.
It's a great follow. Good pull, Jacob.
1-1. This one is ripped by Huddleston out towards right field. Right fielder is back, and he cannot make the catch. It's into the wall and down. At third is Brown. The go sign is on. It's at the cutoff man as the throw comes home. Now the brakes are thrown on, and he will score. Now trying to get up to third base as Huddleston as nobody covers the bag at third. And for now, the Bees have a 2-1 lead. So Sawyer Brown threw on the brakes about halfway to home. The throw got away from the plate and gloop.
Double error.
And so the run scores, and the Bees have their first lead of the day.
Well, I'm sure the Upperman fans had a little PTSD on that one. It looked a little Gordonsville. It's going to be a double and an error.
No
Runner
RBI
scores
then,
on the
okay.
error. No RBI. But little PTSD, and it was with Sawyer Brown again involved. That was probably not the wisest idea, but they got away with it, and they lead. Sometimes you just got to make stuff happen. They haven't made a lot of stuff happen the past couple of weeks. Well, they do there.
They were fortunate that time. Brown had to throw on the brakes at 45 feet and ends up scoring. The throw from the cutoff man was a little bit up the line. Gloop was unable to keep it in front. Otherwise, it would have been an easy out for the final out of the inning. There's Dawson Mullins now at the plate. That's a great breaking ball across.
Well, once you're halfway down, you're coming.
No, I don't blame him.
Next question. Good pitch.
Breaking ball dips down, kept in front by Gloop.
That's a good pitch and a good take by Mullins because it's having a lot of action on it right now. And again, 2-out magic. Both runs have come across with 2 outs for Upperman, and they lead for the first time in this ball game. Now they're looking for insurance. You don't want to leave that runner 90 feet away.
I was just going to say, you got another one 90 feet away. That breaking ball kept in front again by Gloop.
And I will say there's some also lost in the shuffle. It was a great piece of hitting by Denton Huddleston. He
it was,
hit that one hard into right field.
Yeah, that was
chaos
a
at the end of the play.
Really tough play for Paulie out in right. That one's going to miss upstairs, and it's a walk issue to Dawson Mullins.
I'm going to make a recommendation for Cumberland County. Get this out after what we saw the last time with the guy at the top of the order, because we know how that can end up happening. It's Coach Dodgens now in the comments section.
Oh, boy, what's he saying?
Harry Carey and Bob Euchre on the call tonight. Coach, you make your way up here to Crossville. We'll get a headset for you.
We need a glass up here for that. Runners on the corners for the Bees here in inning number 4. 2 gone in the inning after back-to-back groundouts to open up the inning. And then a single, a double, and a walk. Andrew Hedrick now to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. It's a double move. Mullins jumped initially and then able to get back in time. Runner goes. Picked by Gloop. He's going to throw it out to second base, but it's stepped in front. The 3/4 throw is sitting is right there to cut it off, and it's stolen back there for Dawson Mullins.
And I will just reiterate, the base is now empty. You should pretend like the base is not empty with Worsing on deck.
Burnett will work out of the windup and delivers the 1-0. There's a called strike.
That one gets a groan from the Upperman faithful.
1-1. Burnett delivers. That one will miss outside. They count 2 balls and 1 strike here to Andrew Hedrick in the 9th spot in the lineup. Chris Worsing is in the on-deck circle. Ripped his first home run of the season his last time up and drilled it out to left.
Hammered it.
That one a swing and a miss. Dawson Mullins is getting halfway to third base from second right now in the secondary.
That's when Hedrick's going to want that back, because that's ball 3 coming across, and it looks so easy to hit as it's really tough to get to that high.
Burnett trying to get out of the inning. And the 2-2 breaking ball in the air to left. Coming on to it is Hahn in left and shallow left field. He's got it for the final out of the inning. Sawyer Brown scores the run on the double by Denton Huddleston. And the Bees have a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of 4. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home on 9 acres. Enjoy countryside living from your covered front porch, screened-in back porch, or fenced backyard. This home features functionality with lots of natural light. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Bees lead for the first time here in the game as we enter the bottom of the fourth. The Jets back to the plate with 5, 6, and 7 due up. Rylan Burnett, Caleb Hahn, Jake Christopher against Chris Worsing on the mound. Chris Worsing worked fairly clean there in that third inning, reaching on an error and then hit a batter. Was able to get out of it, though, and stranded a couple of runners, and he went clean in the second.
The Knicks are beating the Hawks 60-19.
That's insane.
Jalen Brunson has not scored in the second quarter.
Of course he hasn't.
Yeah, of course. He's played the whole second quarter for some reason, but he has not scored in that quarter. Got 9 in the first, though.
That's your random NBA update of the day.
That's the playoffs. Atlanta's close.
Breaking ball from Worsing, misses upstairs.
More of our team than Memphis is.
Yeah. Yeah.
60-19 is more than an update. I don't care what it is.
That's crazy. Down by 41. There's still 7 minutes to go in the first half.
They're faced to score 200 points.
2-0 here to Rylan Burnett. He grounded out to end the first inning on a ground ball to Andrew Hedrick his first time up. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that was across for strike one, 2-1. Believe it's still 2-1 on the SK Creation scoreboard between Livingston Academy and White County. Livingston in the lead in that one, as that one misses high and upstairs, and it's 3-1.
Coach Dodgen just gave that in the chat as well. 2-1 in the fourth on the SK Creations scoreboard.
That's game number 1 in Sparta. They'll play at Livingston tomorrow, and then game 3 we'll see. Maybe they play a doubleheader tomorrow. Swing and a miss here, and Worsing is able to get the count full at 3-2.
Do you think they'll start in Livingston, then hop on a bus and go down to Sparta if they had to play game 3? No, I don't either. It'd be kind of crazy.
And that one misses inside, ball 4, and Rylan Burnett works his way aboard for the first time today.
Yeah, and you know this Cumberland County team, they trail, but again, they have no pressure, right? So when Upperman's trailing, their season's on the line. For Cumberland County, they
got to press a little bit.
Even if they lose, they get to play tomorrow. So you get to go in with a good approach, swing free. You don't have to be in your head at all. And you saw a good approach there from Burnett, and now Caleb Hahn will stride in trying to find something.
It's a team that they've already proved to themselves they're never out of it. Even when there's a pop fly in the infield with 2 outs and feels like the game should be over, they're never out of it.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it. The game should have been over.
Their season should have been done on Tuesday.
But it's not, and they're still playing, and they've got a great chance to go to a championship.
Runner on first here is Burnett. Caleb Hahn is at the plate. Tag applied, not in time.
Coach Dodgen, great sideline reporting continues, he says.
From Sparta. Football season right around the corner. It'll be here quickly.
Yeah, we got a lot to do.
Bunt shown here by Hahn. That's a great bunt. Shoop just now to it, and there's no play to even be made. Going to throw it down to second, and they got him at second base. How about Carson Shoop? Couldn't get the play over to first, stays with it, and gets him at second for the lead outs.
That was a bunt signal, and Shoop did the exact right thing. His only chance to make a play to first is to barehand it. Tough to grab, he couldn't get it, but then a very heads-up play by the senior as he turns back. Just too big of a turn around second, and that's kind of the mistakes Upperman's been making in recent weeks. That time Cumberland County gives him one, and it's a great play by Shoop and a really nice tag over at short.
I mean, that is a perfect throw from Carson Shoop down to second base on the right side of the bag. Hedrick applies the tag as well. And again, he was going to be safe at first. Hahn with a perfect bunt.
Seems like the first time in a while there's a little bit of juice for Upperman right now. You get the home run, you get a big play like that to get a first out of the inning. They got a little mojo. Runner goes. Runner
goes, hit and run out towards right. Wilkie on his way back. He makes the catch. Runner was almost all the way to second base, but he's able to get back into first safely. That was a great throw from Braden Wilkie out and right for the second out of the inning as well. Hahn makes his way back to first. So 2 gone as Schaefer Sitton will now step to the plate. Sitton batting in the 8th spot in the lineup, popped out in foul territory to Carson Shoop his first time up.
How about the development over 4 years of Carson Shoop?
Yeah.
2 years ago, even in the last 3 or 2 years ago, that play is a disaster. He's worked on it. He's gotten so much better, and the skill shown off as that one's fouled up and out of play. I'll look at it for green at first, but just you got to give a ton of credit to Carson Shoop because that is not an easy play to make, and he made it really calm, cool, and collected there.
That and he has also turned into the best bat in the lineup this
100%.
season.
100%. He has just been huge, and you need your seniors to step up, and he has done that. And we'll see if Upperman can extend their season tonight, but he's been a reason that they won the regular season district title, make no doubt about it.
Comes the 0-1. Runner goes. Huddleston, pretty good transition. Good throw down, and they got him by a country mile. How about that? We're taking that one from Noah McKay. Great throw from Huddleston down to second on the caught stealing. And the Bees get out of the inning. They're back to the plate in the fifth. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at tupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. T-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Upperman comes to the plate in inning number 5, leading 2-1, and they've got the top of the lineup due up. Chris Worsing, Braden Green, and Carson Shoup here in inning number 5 against Kellen Burnett on the mound. Tightly contested game here in Crossville. The Bees in an elimination game. The Jets, they still have another one on tap if they need it in that possible Game 3 scenario, which will go back to Baxter tomorrow afternoon at 3:30, as that would be right after school and right before May Day tomorrow in Baxter. If they would need it, the Bees in front right now, but they're looking to get some runs across here, especially with the top of the lineup due up.
Yeah, no doubt. This is where they're looking for some insurance, and it's something they weren't able to get yesterday, and ultimately Cumberland County is able to capitalize on it. Nobody's been able to do that against Cumberland County. That's Stone Memorial. They couldn't stretch it beyond a 1-run lead. Upperman couldn't do that yesterday. Can they do it here with the big bats up? And we'll see if Worsing is now uncorked after the long ball he hit his last time up.
Good amount of people tuning in live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel, also live on the NFHS Network. Our broadcast today is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. Every single game we do in the postseason this year, presented by Gentry's, as that one is a mile high but foul by Worsing, and it's 0-1. And we talked about it. He ripped a grounder for an out in his first AB, drills a home run his second time up, and you and I looked at each other. We could maybe see another one before this game's done.
He's been so close so many times.
Comes the 0-1. Breaking ball. It's a really, really good pitch to go to, but it misses just outside, and it's 1-1.
That's good baseball. It's a great pitch and a really good take as well. When you've seen the ball jump off your bat once, you want to take a big hack at that one, but if he would, it would have been a soft roller.
1 ball and 1 strike here to Worsing. Burnett into the windup and delivers. That one swung on, flared out towards right. This is going to be a tough play. Nope, it gets out there in time, and coming onto it is the right fielder, Pauly. He makes the catch.
Yeah, everything in right is really holding up in the air as he threw the same pitch. And that time Worsing went after it, just got the flare. Really nice job by Burnett to get the first out of the inning.
I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Noah McKay. Cameron Hughes is on camera today. Goose is in Sparta. He's got coverage of White County and Livingston Academy coming to the website and social media channels afterwards. He's got coverage of these two teams from last night up right now as well. A big win for Cumberland County, 7-3 yesterday, and it's going to be a visit here. How many pitches we at?
Something tells me maybe at 50-something. No? Trying to keep him under 75, maybe?
Kellen Burnett at 65 right now, I believe.
It's ticking up, 66, 67.
Okay. Coach Thompson has come out to have a chat. Kind of looks like he's getting into his team a little bit here. It's a very spirited conversation with Rylan Burnett out there. He didn't look terribly happy. Well, there's one out in the inning. Braden Green comes to the plate.
He can coach.
Yeah, he was an assistant here for so many years. He was at White County for a short stint before coming back here to take the head coaching job. Young guy that has really done well. That one misses down low to Green. Green has gone ahead in both ABs so far. Plate appearances, I should say, 3-0. He flew out to left his first time up, ripped a double his second time. That was that tailing line drive out to left. That took a wild hop. That one across and just a little bit high. It's 2-0.
Yeah, it ended in the zone, but it moved across just above the waist.
Worsing flew out to right for the first out of the inning. Green at the plate now with nobody on. The pitch from Burnett misses inside, and for the third straight time, Braden Green has a 3-0 count. And again, the switch in the lineup today, Chris Worsing in the leadoff spot, Braden Green in the 2-hole. It had been flipped for the majority of this season.
It worked.
So far has.
For Chris, it worked.
3-0, and that's across for strike one. So for a third straight time, it has gone to 3-1 here on Green. We'll see what he gets with the hitters count, and 1 out, nobody on. Burnett looks in, he's ready. And delivers the 3-1. Breaking ball, fouled off, and we've run full. Tuned in on Facebook, make sure you hit that share button. Comments along, let us know where you're watching from. You can like the stream as well, as you see those thumbs up in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. If you're on YouTube, you can also like the stream, comments along. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. If you're on the NFHS network, we welcome you in. Burnett brings the payoff. Swung on and missed down low in the dirt. Green will run down to first. Gloop throws down and gets the out. It's a drop third strikeout for Kellen Burnett, just his second of the day.
Yeah, and that one was ball 4. Green went chasing the breaking ball low. A big job by Burnett as he gets two of the toughest bats in the order. Now maybe the toughest bat climbs in. You'd much rather see Carson shoot, but nobody on than 2 outs.
He went 1-2-3 in the first inning against these 3 in the lineup with a ground out and a couple of flyouts. He's got a flyout and a strikeout against Worsing and Green. 2 outs and nobody on, and faces Carson Shoop for the third time. He's 0 for 2 today. There hadn't been too many games in a long time that he's been 0 for. This one bounced left side, worked for sitting at short. He gloves the throw, a high one off the line, and safe at first is Carson Shoop.
Nearly got the tag over at first. Shoop able to get underneath it. But that throw brought him offline, and it'll be the E6 in the field. And a new life here for Jackson Green as he'll try to do some damage.
Kind of looked like a hurried throw there for sitting from short. A little bit high and came up the line, brought Shelton off the bag. He tried to apply the tag, couldn't quite do it. So reaching on the error with 2 outs is Shoop. Jackson Green out of the plate has doubled and grounded out so far. It's now a 50-point lead for the Knicks over the Hawks. Still 4:39 to go in the second quarter. That's insane. Is the NBA
I'm
going to
go out on a limb and say the Knicks are going to win the series. They lead 3-2 in the series.
I mean, that's absurd.
And it's in Atlanta. You imagine paying tickets. I would get out of Atlanta quickly if I was one of the Hawks players, considering it's in Atlanta. It's time to leave. Hope the parking lot is secured.
Driving to and from Atlanta has to be the worst experience of my life.
Oh, that's why the Braves, they played in they're north of Atlanta, so it's
no,
good. It's
I know. That's the game I went to.
Marietta's fine. It's getting into Atlanta. Whoo, buddy.
Golly. Here's the 2-0. That dips down low, and it's 3-0 now to Jackson Green.
No, that's just the appetizer if you're going to the Braves. That's fine. That's light traffic compared to what it is.
Heck, the worst part was in Chattanooga.
But I was not speaking of Atlanta.
No,
the traffic.
I
was speaking of the murder.
Comes the 3-0 from Burnett. That one is swung on, sent out to left field, and a diving catch out and left by Hahn. Retires the side, and we head to the bottom half of 5. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Great catch by Caleb Hahn out in left field to get out of the inning in the top of the 5th. And the Jets will come to the plate here in the bottom half of 5. 8-9-1, 2 up for him. Schaefer sitting, Tanner Pauly, and then back to the top in Titus Ostrander. It's a 2-1 lead right now for the Bees. We're in the bottom half of 5.
Cumberland County's shown if they're within even little bit of
Not
striking
even
distance.
close to being over.
And they're going to have it the last ABs in this game. Obviously a while to go until then, but this is a very, very tight game, and that pressure going to continue to mount on Upperman the closer it gets to the 7th without a bigger lead. With their backs against the wall, and Cumberland County knows even if they lose, they get to play again tomorrow.
Bees had a great couple of defensive plays there in the bottom half of the 4th. Had the great throw from Shoup down to second. This one is swung on and up and out of play. And the count now 1-1 on Sitton, and then got the caught stealing from Denton Huddleston as Caleb Hahn was trying to take second base.
That was the best breaking ball Chris Worsing has thrown so far on that foul tip.
Just had great grip on it. 1-1. This one sawed off out to left. Coming onto it is Green, and he's got it for out number 1. The soft liner for the first out of the inning. The sun begins to cast some shadows. Has appeared from behind the clouds just over the horizon.
Chris Worsing has set himself up brilliantly. 50 pitches now through 4 and a third innings. They needed a complete game. He's given them an opportunity with the pitch count at least to do that.
It's not normally how he does it. Normally he's got the strikeout stuff. He does not have a strikeout today. For a guy that came in with a ton, 68 of them in 8 games started.
He averages nearly 2 an inning.
And that's a great breaking ball across, and he's ahead 0-2 for one of the first times all game.
Yeah, and if he found that breaking ball, that's where the strikeouts are going to come from, keeping them off balance, because right now they've been able to sit on the fastball, and it's been weak contact, but it's been a lot of contact.
Here is the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. It is the first strikeout of the ball game for Chris Worsing, and there's 2 down.
He went fastball up and in, curveball that started there and ended down, fastball up and in again. A great pitch mix, and Worsing pinpointed all 3 of them to get the punch out.
Titus Ostrander has been a very tough out in this district tournament so far. He's reached once on an error back in the 3rd. He was left stranded over at third base. Faces Worsing for the 3rd time today. And that fastball elevated, misses upstairs, 1-0.
Ostrander just has such a great approach, a great eye. He doesn't chase the bad stuff. You got to work to get him out. That was 87 still for Worsing.
On a brisk evening, this one in the air to right. Work for Wolke. He finds it in the sky, makes an adjustment, and makes the catch. It's a quick 3 up, 3 down inning in the 5th. We head to the 6th. Noah McKay back on the call as you watch high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
5-6-7 due up for Upperman as we head into the top of the 6th inning. It's a 2-1 lead for the Bees. If they win, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 in Baxter for a first pitch and a winner-take-all game 3. Cumberland County, if we got a little more late-game heroics in them, they would win this best of 3. They'd get an important day of rest and then know they're going on the road for the championship. They're the only team that can't host. If Upperman wins this best of 3, they're hosting on Saturday. If Cumberland County wins it, then it's the winner of Livingston and Sparta who will host the championship game. That will be one standalone championship fight scheduled for Saturday. As Braden Wolke climbs in 0-for-1 with a walk and a ground out so far, Kellen Burnett back out there for another inning of work on the hill for the Jets. First pitch is right down Main Street to Braden Wolke for strike 1. Wolke will be followed up by Sawyer Brown and Denton Huddleston as they head towards the bottom half of this Upperman order. Burnett deliberately delivers the breaking ball. Chopped over again by Wolke to third. More work for Rylan Burnett. He throws across the infield in a tremendous stretch. Did he keep his foot on the bag? The umpires are talking to each other. He has no idea. Field umpire's not sure. Now he signals out after saying safe. Is he out?
I think so.
He's out. What a stretch by Isaiah Shelton over at first.
He just did the splits.
We did not have an emphatic call at all, but Isaiah Shelton makes the catch.
How is he still in the game?
I mean, tremendous. And Wes Shanks goes over.
I'd be having problems if that were me right now.
I'd be at the hospital if that were me. And I'm not sure. I think Coach Shanks is asking them to have a discussion.
Yeah, I think he wants an appeal.
And Coach Shanks was not happy. He says something to the home plate umpire. Now the Cumberland County fans are chirping back at him. He's very much within his rights to ask for an appeal here for a discussion.
It's close enough.
And they overturned it. And that'll really make them happy as they will overturn it.
Wow.
And that's going to be a single for Braden Wolke. He will be at first, and now the chirps are out. Now, again, it is the home plate umpire's responsibility to go upon the appeal to have the discussion. Until then, if he saw him off the bag, as Coach Thompson now rightfully wants to have a discussion. And, Jacob, what was clear is the field umpire had no look at it. He was asking immediately what the call was, and then he made the call. They had the appeal, and our home plate umpire said he was off the bag. One thing I know, we have no idea. We have no angle on it, and neither do any of the fans in attendance. It just depends on who you're cheering for.
Well, and honestly, the field umpire just didn't have a great angle on it where he was standing.
Oh, I'm not blaming him for it. It's an incredibly tough call to make.
It's so close.
And it is possible that our home plate umpire, which he clearly did, he wouldn't have overturned it if he didn't, saw him off the bag. And the end result is Sawyer Brown will climb in. It's 1 for 2 so far. Grounded into a double play, singled and scored a run in the fourth. He's got a runner at first in the form of Braden Wolke after the infield single.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell. Went back and watched it on YouTube, and
we just don't have the angle.
Yeah.
And everybody with passion doesn't have the angle.
It's definitely, I mean, that's a heck of an effort by Isaiah Shelton. I mean, full-on splits to try to get that one. And it's a good job by Braden Wolke trying to leg it out as well and make it close.
And for Burnett, he had to make a quick throw over from third. It was not a bad throw necessarily. It's just a very tough play.
Yep.
Brown awaits the 1-0. The breaking ball, this one's chopped over. He's really relying on that breaking ball dropping across the zone. And now here we go. The chirping begins.
Yeah,
Welcome to high school sports, and now we're going to have a discussion. And I believe it's going to involve the fans who are yelling, and that one went a little bit over the line.
Yeah. I mean, it was literally a bang-bang play.
Here's what we need. The adults to be the adults,
Correct.
The umpires to umpire, which they are, and the players to play, which they are. 2 of the 3 are living up, and right now we need 3 of the 3 to do so.
Correct.
And Coach Thompson's going to have a word. And Coach Thompson just says pretty calmly, they're going to throw me out of the game. So can we relax
exactly.
here?
I mean,
listen,
what happens.
This is turning into a fantastic series. I get the emotion. You get a chirp or two in, and now we're done. Now it's all about the kids. And remember, they're high school kids playing a sport. Emotional game. The kids are handling it very well so far.
Yep.
There's been nothing chippy on the diamond. Let's keep it that way. Throw over, diving back in safely is Wolke. And Wes Shanks is completely within his rights to ask for that appeal.
You would be silly not to ask for it.
He would be very wrong to not ask for that appeal. And now we're going to have time called by Brown as the count's even up at 1-1.
I mean, you're not doing your job if you don't ask for that appeal. It's close enough that you have to ask for it.
You know who's loving this chaos? I see his name keep popping up. Goose. He loves a little chaos in the grandstands. Here comes the 1-1. That one misses upstairs, ball 2 to Sawyer Brown. And the other thing, the unintended consequence, some of the Jets faithful have egged on this Upperman dugout, which now has a lot more life than they've had recently.
Just watching Sawyer Brown in the batter's box right now. He's bouncing around, talking to himself. He's feeling pretty good.
2-1 pitch, breaking ball. Brown says this one foul out of play. And Upperman's had a lot of different just things not going well, and sometimes you need a little outside force to galvanize you together. We'll see if that's happened. Nobody's out. Been an eventful inning. 2-2 is the count with a runner at first, Wolke, after the bang-bang play where he reached first.
Having some troubles with the signs.
And my goodness, am I glad this is the home plate umpire.
100%.
Today.
That's the best you could ask for.
Yeah, because that could have gone off the rails. The 2-2 and time is called first. And that time, Burnett's not happy about it, but he was taking a while. Brown called time for the second time.
It was taking a while, but then he got the sign in. And
good point.
Brown did call that one.
It is lively tonight on the mountain in Crossville. The 2-2, breaking ball again. This is going to be a tough play. Angled up and right. It's going to float, just like everything has, into right field. And the catch is made for out number 1 by Tanner Pauley.
That's a good job by Kellen Burnett. Able to keep the focus on the batter at the plate. You're able to send it into the outfield and get the fly out. It's a really good job by the Jets. And again, it's just a one-run game. I mean, this can change in a hurry on either side.
And whoever makes the next big play, it's going to be a madhouse in this ballpark. As Denton Huddleston climbs in, he had the big swing, the double. It ended up with a run scored. Not an RBI because it came across in an error, but he ripped it over Pauley's head in right field. Burnett trying to settle in here as they'll slide and deliver. Huddleston stretched out for that one and foul tips it back. There was a fight in the Knicks-Hawks game. Just popped up. Down 50, now you want to fight? Maybe fight on the I
was going to say, maybe give some effort on the floor.
Yeah. Comes the 0-1.
Oh.
Huddleston rips this one in center. Ranging back is Ostrander. This is touch, but he ranges back to make the catch for out number 2.
Just a little bit off the end of the bat there for Huddleston. Great read by Ostrander. First step was back, gets underneath it to make the catch. And a quick couple of outs after Wolke reaches over at first.
So after the controversial single to open the inning, back-to-back flyouts for the Jets defense. They'd love to keep it right where it is with 2 more chances with the bats. Dawson Mullins has walked and popped out in this game. He gets another attempt. And on the SK Creation scoreboard, Livingston has opened it up in the 5th. It's 7-1 Wildcats on the road in Game 1 in that 2-3 matchup in this district.
White County swept Livingston in the regular season.
First pitch breaking ball misses for ball 1 into Dawson Mullins. 8th spot in the order here. Upperman guaranteed another AB now for Chris Worsing and Braden Green. They'd love to get one more for Carson Shoup as well as they look for some insurance late. The 1-0, that one misses upstairs, and you can tell Gloop, he's thinking about that back pick. Wolke back in. Not a huge base stealing threat as it's 2-0. Upperman as a team does not steal many bases.
Well, against Eli Gloop, it's tough.
Yeah, 2 good arms behind the dish with Gloop and Huddleston.
You've got Burnett, who's been pumping in strikes all day.
2-0 from Burnett. Mullins lays off that one as it dots up the lower corner, and it's 2-1.
Been really impressed with Kellen Burnett. He hasn't been one of their big arms on the mound a lot this season. He's kind of been that Thursday, Friday guy, and he has really thrown it well. He's been trusting his defense and has kept it to just the 2-1 game that it is right now. 2
down here in the top of the 6th inning here in Crossville. Elimination game for the Bees. Cumberland County trying to close it out as this one is chopped. Going to be a tough play. Sitton has a long way to come. He'll field it awkwardly, throw to first. Able to make the adjustment and make the play to retire this side. Nicely done by Schaefer Sitton as the Jets work around the leadoff single. They'll be looking to tie or take the lead in the bottom of the 6th against Chris Worsing on the other side. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Crossville. Still 2-1. The lead for the Bees is they'll try to hang on against the heart of the order. And it's go time now for the Jets with these 3 coming up. Burnett, Gloop, and Shelton. Chris Worsing, he's throwing a gem on the other side. 1 run on just 3 hits so far. He has 1 walk mixed in, 1 punch out. A lot of flyouts so far. Weak contact for Cumberland County, but they're down just 1, a bloop and a blast away from taking the lead and maybe winning the series.
This is exactly the 3 that you want up at the plate right now for Cumberland County. These are the 3 that have done a lot of the damage in all 3 games so far this week, including here tonight.
Kellen Burnett's throwing a great game on the other side as well. He has a single and the lone run scored so far for the Jets. And he's first pitch swinging, sends this one up into the air. Ranging forward is Rylan Case, and he'll make the catch. Another one pitch out to open the inning. As Eli Gloop will climb in, trying to apply some pressure to Upperman defensively.
It's a really good job by Rylan Case. Has not played a ton out in center field. It's normally been Dalton Mathis, but Case has been playing here in these last couple of games. Gets a great read on it, comes in immediately and makes the catch.
First pitch, breaking ball, close but no cigar. Chris Worsing wanted that call. He's frustrated out there as it's 1-0, and Denton Huddleston checks back towards to see where that one missed.
That's one of the best pitches he's thrown tonight.
Yeah, hadn't been able to pinpoint that breaking ball too much, and that time maybe a little bit out as it dipped away. As Gloop awaits, now the fastball's fouled back and out of play. It's 1-1. And where he has struggled at times with his command the past few outings, that has not been the case today for Chris Worsing. Outside of that breaking ball, the pitch count, he can throw 2 games at this one, and now he's dotted it up again. That's the best pitch he's thrown tonight. It's 1-2.
That was gross. You can't hit that.
No, 59 pitches through 5 1/3 for Chris Worsing.
Wow.
And the 1-2 to Gloop. He threw it again, and this time it's ripped. Case was shading to his left, so this will drop in for a 1-out single and the potential tying run on the base pass for Cumberland County.
And I get why you're shading that way, because he ripped one out to right field earlier in the game, but it's a right-hander at the plate. I feel a little more comfortable playing that one straight away. He was playing way over there, and he may not make the catch anyways, but has to make over to it and stops it on one bounce.
And they're shading that way again. Case goes right back to the same spot as Isaiah Shelton climbs in. 0 for 2 with a fly and a pop-out. Does not go 0 for very often as Worsing out of the stretch delivers a fastball. This one is ripped at Case. Long way to go. That one hops all the way to the wall. Case just now to it. Gloop pulling into third. Tyler Thompson says go. Now he says stop. Now they'll run through as it gets away, and we're tied. Isaiah Shelton with the double, and the Jets have tied the game, and their crowd roars with approval. He was not going home until the throw got away, and it's all tied up at 2 here in the 6th.
I mean, just belted it out to center field, a couple of bounces to the wall in center, and what a game this has turned into. Isaiah Shelton, it was the big man on campus yesterday. He gets the big hit here today to tie it up as well, and Eli Gloop was spinning around the base path.
I said he does not go 0 for very often. He does not go 0 for today. Ruled an RBI double for Isaiah Shelton. The complexion changes as a mound visit here. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning, and now the equation for Chris Worsing is to keep it where it is. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Bees in the 7th. The Jets would love for it to be for the win, as Rylan Burnett will try and at least move Isaiah Shelton over. Caleb Hahn waiting on deck behind Rylan Burnett.
Yeah, this is a huge opportunity in this game for the Jets. You get that one run across, and again, this is when they do it. In the 6th and 7th innings this week, they have been so good. They do it against Stone Memorial. They do it again last night against Upperman, and continuing on here today. Shelton gets the big hit. They'll get a runner on for him as well.
And you can feel the wave of momentum swing back to the other side of the ballpark. That's why you have the trip out to the mound. It wasn't like it was a bad pitch for Worsing, but they're just trying to slow the game.
Gideon has come on to run at second base.
Rylan Burnett, he is 0 for 1 today with a walk and a ground out. Chris Worsing trying to hunker down here and strand the runner on the base paths. And a 2-2 ball game, bottom of the 6th with 1 out on the board. Worsing with a couple of glances back, nobody holding the runner. Bunt is shown. It's sent down the first baseline. Worsing there in plenty of time. Throws to first in time for out number 2. The sacrifice moves the runner 90 feet away. Both teams, I think, okay with that result, as the runner heads down to third, and Caleb Hahn climbs in trying to be the hero here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's such a good bunt. It's a two-seam that comes in on the hands, and he's still able to put it down and push it to the right side. It makes it easy for the runner to get up to third base and Gideon.
Caleb Hahn bunted for a single back in the 4th inning. It was part of that play by Carson Shoup where he threw the runner out at second. Oh, that is a challenge. Fastball from Worsing, waved on and missed, and it's 0-1.
That was Hahn trying to park it right there.
Hahn flew out to right in the 2nd. Worsing working very quickly. The 0-1 breaking ball dips away, and Huddleston has to be perfect behind the dish. And you remember that how many freshmen are on the field for the Bees in this spot, including one in a huge spot at catcher. We still have an inning to go, at least. Tie game, the 1-1 from Worsing. Fastball hit him. And Hahn, that's why you wear the guard on the elbow. He'll head down to first. It's runners at the corner. Second batter hit by a pitch tonight, and it's Jake Christopher. 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts, both to right field. Attempt number 3 against Chris Worsing, who's trying to get one out and get back to the bats with a tie game intact.
He's been really trying to work that inside part of the plate, and he has missed it a couple of times where the command has gotten away from him a little bit. Huge opportunity here again for the Jets. You've got the run 90 feet away to try to take the lead.
And will we see them try and bait a throw down to second with plenty of speed over at third? We've seen Tyler Thompson's teams do this over the years. And if they do, Upperman just let him have the bag. Hahn with plenty of speed over at first. Worsing out of the stretch, the righty. Goes with a breaking ball, misses upstairs, ball 1 to Jake Christopher. What a series, what a game so far, this district tournament. First blowout maybe on the board right now. Livingston now up 8-1 on the SK Creation scoreboard at Sparta tonight. Worsing. Fastball, this one's chopped over. Carson Shoup fields cleanly, loads up, throws to first in time. And Chris Worsing gets out of the jam and maybe saves Upperman's season. We'll head to the 7th. It's 2-2, 9-1-2. Due up for Upperman on the other side. Coverage presented by your hometown Steel and Exmark dealer, Gentry's Power Equipment, on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
A reputation is built on results. At Upper Cumberland Commercial, our client's success is our greatest portfolio. Whether you're selling for a premium or leasing to the perfect tenant, we make the market work for you. And we stay long after the deal is done, providing the expert management your investment deserves. Upper Cumberland Commercial. Process, precision, performance. Give us a call today at 931-284-9098. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Fantastic baseball game here in the District 7 3A tournament. Game 2 in a best of 3. Cumberland County trying to win the series. Upperman trying to force a decisive Game 3 tomorrow at 3:30. The Jets strike for 1, but they leave 2 at the corners. To retire the side in the 6th, it is Andrew Hedrick, Chris Worsing, Braden Green. 9-1-2 due up for the Bees. Kellen Burnett back out there trying to go a complete 7 innings. Will it be a complete game? That one's still up in the air. Andrew Hedrick climbs in 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. And it is a lively diamond tonight as that one misses downstairs to Hedrick for ball 1.
These 3 games have been phenomenal. I mean, obviously Tuesday night there were miscues on both sides, but from an entertainment standpoint, it was great. The comeback yesterday by the Jets, and then just all game today has been great.
1-0 gets the call on the outside part of the zone, 1-1. Hedrick has one job here, and it's to get on base for the big bat of Chris Worsing looming behind him. 1-1 from Burnett. Pulled the string on that one. Gets the swing through, and it's 1-2.
His off speed is so good. He can really change up the velocity between the fastball and the off speed.
Kellen Burnett. We wondered who would get it. They had Schaefer sitting and him really ready to go, and they went with Burnett. It's paid off so far. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Kellen Burnett goes again to that outer third and gets the swing through for the punch out. It's his third. 1 down as the lineup flips over. Chris Worsing, 1 for 3, but the 1 was a big one. A solo bomb to left field, and we're going to have a trip out to the mound here for Cumberland County for a discussion ahead of this AB with the 3 most dangerous bats, Worsing, Braden Green, and Carson Shoup, due up in the next 3 spots.
Well, you got the important first down of the inning to make it a little bit easier on you, but it doesn't get easy here in the 7th inning of a tie ball game. Obviously, he's already taken you along once already today, and he's been throwing it well on the other side. So he is playing with a lot of confidence. And, I mean, this is what it's all about right here. 7th inning, coming down to it. Your best players on the field on both sides squaring off.
Either way, Cumberland County have a chance to walk off the 3-game series. And if that happens, the celebration will be monumental. Upperman trying to steal that opportunity away. Trade games on the road and then head back to Baxter tomorrow. Chris Worsing will climb in. Kellen Burnett has the game plan now. Wide gap between second and short. First pitch, strike one. Zone's expanded a little bit here the past inning. And Burnett's taking advantage. That's a really good pitch.
Yeah, that's dotted up on the outside corner.
0-1 coming to Worsing. Breaking ball, and he hits it right through that hole I just talked about. Chris Worsing, Mr. Consistency, able to put it in center, runner at first for Braden Green.
Yeah, that's the swing from a year ago where he just had so many base hits. He drills that one into the center field, and here comes Braden Green now, who does have a little pop in that bat as well.
He has a double as part of a 1-for-3 day. Carson Shoup on deck behind him as Upperman looks to regain the lead. And no doubt it's going to be Worsing back on the hill in the bottom half. Will they have a lead is the question. Infield in at the corners here, protecting a potential bunt. It's not coming as Green takes out the 6-iron on that one, and he has been chase happy a little bit. Struck out on a pitch in the dirt with a breaking ball. Burnett goes right back to it there for strike one.
Well, it's the first time he's not going to go ahead in the count 3-0, though.
And once you get that swing on the breaking ball, you're going to dare him to not swing at it and keep throwing it. Worsing takes a healthy lead. Doesn't steal many bags, but he's way off over at first. Leans even further. Burnett comes home. It's a pretty good take by Braden Green as it dips low 1-1.
And Chris Worsing has been a really good base runner this year. He doesn't have the most speed on the team, but he's very, very smart. Kind of like how Alec Wilson had been in the last couple of years. Doesn't have the most speed, but knows when to go and when to slow down and stay where he is.
1-1. Green sends this one up into the air in left, and Adam ball as Hahn ranges to his right and makes the catch for out number 2. Danger to a minimum right now for the Jets, but that ups a little bit with Carson Shoup striding in. He's reached on an error and grounded out, flown out so far today. He's trying to get the lead for the Bees. If not, their only hope will be extra innings.
And that's just not an easy catch out there in left. It's tailing away from you. Hahn is able to make it look easy for that second out of the inning.
Here's Carson Shoup. Kellen Burnett trying to get him again. He's going to throw over this time. No, just a little pump fake as Worsing jogs back to the bag. He leans off at first again. Burnett. Going to the outside corner, delayed steal, throw from Gloop, pretty good one, but he's in safely. A stolen base for Chris Worsing. Gloop waited and then uncorked the laser down to second, just couldn't get there in time.
I told you.
Strike one.
That's an extremely smart base runner. You know you've got a good catcher behind the plate, but it's the delayed steal. You catch him just off guard and able to take the bag.
Just the second stolen base of the season for Chris Worsing. That's a big one. Anything into the outfield could give him the lead as Carson Shoup now behind in the count 0-1. They've been pinpointing that outside corner. 0-1 breaking ball. This is popped up. Very playable. Second baseman has no clue, but Ostrander is under it. It's because he was over his head. Titus Ostrander makes the catch to retire the side. A runner left stranded in scoring position, and the Jets could walk off the regular season district champs in the bottom half. All tied up at 2, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
8-9-1 due up for Cumberland County, bottom of the 7th inning in a 2-2 ball game. It's simple. A run, and the Jets win the best of 3. They will be into the championship game. They'll clinch a spot in the region tournament. And for the first time in 6 seasons, Upperman would miss the region tournament. 5-time defending District 7 3A champions. That's in danger, but Chris Worsing's throwing well. He has the ball again. Face off against Schaefer, Sitton, Taylor Pauly, and Titus Ostrander. here in the bottom half.
I mean, we've said it pretty much all week long and all game long. What a game this has turned into. What a few games it's been so far this week between these two sides for Cumberland County, obviously on Tuesday, and then between Upperman and the Jets the last two nights. Bees threatened a little bit there in the top half of the seventh, and Jets have come through when their name has been called in these last couple of games. We'll see if they can do it again here at the bottom of the seventh.
Schaefer Sitton's 0 for 2 so far with a pop out and a fly out. He'll get another attempt as they got to run across in the sixth to tie this game. And then they got 3 big outs because now you will not see Worsing, Green, and Shoup even if it goes to extra innings, at least early in extras. First pitch fastball, maybe then change up, pull the string. Either way, it's 0-1. Sitton just trying to become a base runner. That's what both Sitton and Pauly are looking to do for Ostrander and then Burnett behind him. 0-1 from Worsing, fastball. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, just missed on that outside corner. Good spot for it.
Worsing takes a couple of deep breaths. Delivers in. That time he gets the spot. It's 1-2. And for Worsing, this is where he's hoping to rely on the experience. Remember, started that Game 3 at Red Bank. Got the win in that Game 3 in the Sub-State Series to send the Bees into the state tournament. And he's trying to rely on that here in this district tournament. The 1-2 to Sitton. Fastball hit hard in left, but an atom ball. Braden Green barely has to move. Makes the catch for out number 1.
That's barreled up. That's one where you swing, it feels really, really good. But it's right at Braden Green in left field. An important first down. And again, we mentioned you're facing 8-9-1. Feels like you've really got to get those first couple of outs and face Titus Ostrander with the bases empty.
Yeah, it looks good and sounds like a bomb off the bat.
It was crushed.
But it was right at Braden Green. Pauly climbs in. He's also 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out. First pitch fouled back 0-1. He is the lone strikeout victim today for Chris Worsing. He certainly has strikeout stuff, but it's been a lot of pop-outs and fly-outs today. He's allowed 2 runs on 6 hits. 5 runners have been left stranded. The 1-1 waved at and missed, and it's 1-2.
He's begun to get that breaking ball working in these last couple of innings. He was able to break it off that time again.
Worsing working quickly. The 1-2 to Pauly. Threw it again. This one just foul-tipped. And we'll re-rack them and do it again. If you haven't already, hit that like button, share the broadcast. Huge crowd tuning in now online. Huge crowd in attendance as well. And the other thing to watch, that pitch count, it's in a very different spot for these guys if it does go into extras. Here's the 0-2 again from Worsing. Pauly lays off the high cheese for Worsing. That's just pitch number 75. On the other side, Burnett, he's at 101. So maximum of a 120.
They do have some action in the Cumberland County bullpen.
Worsing with the 1-2 to Pauly. Almost got it. A little bit up. Upperman frustrated in the field. It's 2-2. That one was above the waist. Pauly says, let's not go into the extras. Just win it right now. Ostrander's thinking the same thing on deck. Worsing with the 2-2. Got him. Pumped the heater by him for his second punch out of the ball game. 2 up, 2 down is exactly what Chris Worsing had to do against 8 and 9 in the order. Lineup flips over for the ever-dangerous Titus Ostrander.
And if he's been able to get on base, he can absolutely scoot around the base path. And then you've got Kellen Burnett in the on-deck circle. So you better really focus on getting this out right here if you're Chris Worsing.
2 flyouts and reaching on an error today for Titus Ostrander as Worsing delivers the fastball upstairs for ball 1. Cumberland County, if they did go into extras, has Schaefer Sitton they could throw. They've got Rylan Burnett as well, but got to be mindful of all the different factors at play as the breaking ball is fouled back 1-1. The thing that has saved Chris Worsing in the back half of this game, he has found that breaking ball. After not being able to pinpoint it early, he's really ripping it off here the last 2.5 innings or so. The 1-1 coming to Titus Ostrander. Fastball up, he lays off. And we talked about it earlier with Ostrander. Such a great approach, the discipline, exactly what you want out of your leadoff guy. He finds a way to get on base, and he's going to make that opposing pitcher work. 2-1. Worsing misses outside, and Kellen Burnett says, yes, please. Give me a base runner at first with a lot of speed and a chance to walk it off after the outing he's had on the mound. Hitters count to one of the best hitters in the park.
Yeah, you're looking for one spot right here if you're Ostrander.
Worsing deliberately the 3-1. Hit hard, hit high, hit deep, and hit to the wall. It clanks off the scoreboard. The throw in from Green, not in time. And it is a 2-out double for Titus Ostrander. That was a couple of feet away from being one of the biggest hits in Cumberland County baseball history.
Well, the guys in the dugout didn't get a great look on it. They thought it was over the fence. They all started rushing out onto the field, but nonetheless, you get a runner into scoring position, and it sets up for a huge opportunity for Kellen Burnett, who started on the mound, has gone all 7 innings so far, and he's got the opportunity to walk it off in one of the biggest hits in Cumberland County baseball history.
Kellen Burnett now has a runner in scoring position. Ostrander caught all of it on a warmer night. That could have been a walk-off home run.
Just hit it 2-0.
Instead, Burnett now climbs in. Anything in the outfield, and this game is likely over. Chris Worsing trying to hunker down. 2 looks back. We've got time. He pumped a fastball across, but time had been called. And that's a smart move for Worsing. You throw the pitch. Once you're into the motion, just throw it in there.
Don't hurt anything. It is also
it's gotten
cooled off in this seventh.
I guarantee the players aren't feeling cold.
No,
they are
all.
Juiced up right now. Kellen Burnett awaits. He's been great on the mound, now trying to end it. Worsing with the breaking ball. Didn't quite fall off the table, and it's 1-0. Eli Gloop waiting on deck behind. We saw Burnett work around the big bats, including Worsing in the top half. Worsing trying to match with a runner, standing just 2 bags away. 1-0 fastball chopped over. Going to be an awkward hop. Mullins fields cleanly, throws to first in time, and Chris Worsing does the job. This series deserves some extra innings. We will head to the 8th, all tied up at 2. And imagine it's Kellen Burnett back out. He has still 19 more pitches to go on the other side. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. On the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What a game. What a series. Cumberland County leads the series 1-0. We're going to extra innings, though, in game number 2. All tied up at 2, and it is 4-5-6. Jackson Green, Braden Wolke, and Sawyer Brown due up in this half inning for Upperman, trying to get a run. Every time you go into the bottom half of extra innings, or like you just had in the 7th, without that run in your back pocket, it's like a compounding effect of pressure. They'll be looking to at least take the lead here. Of course, base is empty. You don't have the ghost runner like we have in Major League Baseball. Jackson Green, and it is Kellen Burnett going back out there at 101 pitches. Got 19 remaining until he hits the maximum of 120. He is now the 3rd straight pitcher in as many days to go over 100 pitches for Tyler Thompson's Cumberland County Jets.
I mean, they're doing the job. You play in a playing game. You're playing in 3 straight days, and he's only had to use 3 pitchers so far. It is very, very impressive. We'll see if they're able to get the win and move on into the district championship or not. But Kellen Burnett has already thrown a really good game, and he's going to stay out there.
Jackson Green 1 for 3. He ripped a double back in the 2nd inning, then grounded out and lined out since then. He'll foul off the first pitch he sees, and it's 0-1. This is an Upperman program that has much higher expectations than the district tournament. Cumberland County has taken it to them so far through now 2 complete games. 0-1 to Green. This one is ripped. Ostrander with a tremendous jump. He lays out and it gets behind him. This could be trouble. Green rounds first. He's looking for 2. Here comes the throw in, not in time, and it is a stand-up, tee-up double for Jackson Green as Ostrander laid out for it, couldn't get there, and a potential go-ahead run 2 bags away for Upperman.
Yeah, I love the effort out there in center by Ostrander, and just not able to keep it in front, but you're trying to make the play, get that first down. Mathis going to come on to run here for Green. It was just too softly hit for Ostrander. And that's why it dipped down a little bit low, and it didn't really go that far into the outfield. Hahn was able to cut it off and get it in pretty quickly, but Green leads it off with the double, and you've already got a runner in scoring position here. Be really interesting to see what the Bees decide to do in extras with a runner in scoring position and nobody out.
These situations have been a tire fire for Upperman this entire season. Runner on with nobody out. It has been every which way you could think to not score runs, they have done. We'll see if they can pull it together here in the 8th with Braden Wolke climbing in. Wolke 1 for 2 today with a walk and a single. He also has a ground out mixed in. And he's going to turn and show bunt immediately. Mathis with a ton of speed. Wolke pulls back, and Gloop with a great block for ball 1. It does help if you want to be aggressive with the base runner, having somebody in that left hand or that right-handed batter's box. There's just a little bit of something in the way of a throw down to third. As Burnett knows that pitch count's coming, but he's got to find a way to record some outs here. There was action in the pen. We don't know who it was. Have no sight line to it from our location. Wolke turns to show bunt again. This time, he just pulled back. I mean just. It's 2-0.
That was not by much.
We saw the suicide squeeze yesterday backfire right up the middle for the Bees. That's a different situation than this one, obviously. Sawyer Brown on deck behind Braden Wolke as Jackson Green's runner is Dalton Mathis. He's at second after the double to open the inning. Wolke turns late. A great bunt down to third base line. Mathis waits. Slipping is the pitcher, and he throws down. And the freshman on the base paths makes a mistake. Wolke gave the bunt they needed, but it's a ground out, and a great job by Kellen Burnett to throw. Mathis simply has to be running there for the Bees. He's not, and the end result is they're right back where they were with Sawyer Brown climbing in and a runner at second.
I mean, that's a great job by Burnett. He never even thought about going to third. He was given the runner over to third. He wanted to get the out at first. Ended up being a really nice play by Burnett, who kind of slipped up with his footing, still able to get the out. And it works out perfectly for the Jets because he keep the runner at second.
Here's Brown now climbing in. He has a single and a run scored. First pitch breaking ball misses. And when I say they've just found every way from Sunday to not score runs, there was another new way. Score update on the SK Creation scoreboard. Going into the 7th, still 8-1, Livingston Academy. I mean, it has been ways that you never thought imaginable to not score runs. The 1-0 to Brown. This one in on the hands, leaping up to make the catch, throw behind the runner. In time! Double play by the Jets! And what a play by Kellen Burnett on the mound as he leaps up, makes the catch, and throws the runner out. Half inning over. Another opportunity for the Jets to walk off the Bees. On the other side, coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Chris Worsing's at 84 pitches. He's back to work here in inning number 8. And I think it's every which way from Monday now that the Bees have found ways not to score with runners in scoring position. That time, there was one mistake and then an incredible play by Kellen Burnett as he leaps up to grab the liner, soft hit, then rips it back to second for the double play. And Upperman squanders a leadoff double, and now it's heart of the order. Gloop, Shelton, Rylan Burnett, trying to end the game for Cumberland County.
I mean, that was an unbelievable play by Burnett. Not only to make the catch, have the wherewithal to turn to second base and make a good throw as well. You get the 2 outs and get out of the inning, and you've got a couple of good bats here at the plate to try to end this game against the Bees.
Eli Gloops had an unbelievable postseason so far. First pitch, that looked like the changeup. Waved at and missed it 0-1. He has reached all 3 times so far. An RBI double, was hit by a pitch, a single, and a run scored. And he'll rip this one into the hot corner. Shoot bobbles, eats it up, knocks it down. Gloop is safe. Potential game-winning run on the base paths now for Cumberland County on the E5.
It was hit hard. Shoop had it, just didn't know where it was. Kind of knocked it down in front of him, and he couldn't find it. And Gloop's got enough speed that it's not going to matter over at first base as well. So get that first base runner on, and now we'll see. You've got Sheldon at the plate. It's Coach Thompson. He likes the small ball, but this is one of your most powerful bats at the plate.
Isaiah Shelton has in this game power. And that was a very hard-hit baseball. Pitch out here as Huddleston leaps up to grab, and it's 1-0. And I don't know about wasting pitches in this spot.
He was at 84 coming into the inning, so you have some to play with still.
The bigger problem for Upperman is that runner at first, which could end this game and this series and send Cumberland County into the district championship. 1-0 fastball. That one waved at and missed. As Worsing, he has been competitive tonight. He gave him the home run, and he has made big pitch after big pitch. It's not been perfect out there, but he's been more than good enough. So is Kellen Burnett on the other side. The 1-1. This one hit hard by Shelton. Long way to go for Green. It's touched, and it will one hop all the way to the wall. Tyler Thompson says, come home. Green with the throw into Hedrick. Gosan is on. Hedrick cannot make the throw. Cumberland County walks off Upperman and advances to the district championship game. An RBI double for Isaiah Shelton, and the 5-seed Cumberland County Jets are into the championship game and the region tournament.
What a win for the Cumberland County Jets. That ball was ripped by Isaiah Shelton all the way to the wall, and you've got plenty of speed on the base path as well. Able to score from first base. Really no chance for the Bees to get that ball in time. There's just too much speed on the base path as Eli Gloop was able to score. What an absolute win for the Cumberland County Jets. I mean, I would not want to face this team in a district championship. I wouldn't want to face them in a region tournament as well. They end a Bees run. They had won so many district championships, made the state tournament, had been in state title games, and for the first time in 6 seasons, the Bees are not going to be playing in a region tournament. Huge tip of the cap to Coach Thompson and the job that he has done here at Cumberland County. We talked about it. They were 9-19 coming into tonight. Overall record doesn't matter. They're going to be playing for a district championship, and they're going to have a lot more rest than whoever they face coming up in that championship game.
We said, I think in the broadcast open on Tuesday night in Crossville, across town over at Stone Memorial, that anybody could win this tournament, that it was a different year. Not sure if we knew this was the path that it would take to get there, but there will be a new champion in District 7 3A, and a handshake there. Tyler Thompson goes up to Braden Green in this senior class for Upperman, which has been prolific. Absolutely prolific. It is a gut-wrenching end for them, but Cumberland County, about the walk-off RBI double, said he has in this game power, and Isaiah Shelton ended the game as he ripped that one. No chance for anybody to make a play in the field for the Bees. Cumberland County, close games every night, has found ways to make plays. They're playing with so much confidence right now. Forget the overall record. They're a force. They have a chance to win a district title on Saturday.
100%. And you know what's better even? You had played in a playing game. You played 3 total games. You've only used 3 pitchers.
That's a tremendous point.
I mean,
they have a
day off.
They have a bona fide starter in the form of Schaefer Sitton who'll be ready to go.
Depending on what White County and Livingston Academy do, you may be pushing until Monday. So you may have everybody available coming up on Monday. I don't know how that all shakes out with how many games they're going to play and everything. Livingston Academy looks like they're going to get the win tonight. But who knows what's going to happen in that series. And so you're in the driver's seat right now, even though you're coming out of the play-in game. But you're able to win a couple of games. And, I mean, just unbelievable performances from all the pitchers. Kellen Burnett tonight, he was getting the job done at the plate as well. Isaiah Shelton, another big-time hit. What a win for those Cumberland County Jets.
A tremendous win for Cumberland County. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Jacob, a couple of options tonight. not the easiest decision. You have a walk-off winner. You have a great outing on the mound on the other side as well. Who are you going with tonight?
I like Kellen Burnett because not only does he go all 8 innings on the mound, he allowed 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. 8 innings and 108 pitches. That's pretty good. He also was 1 for 3 at the plate and scored a run. So he was able to help his own cause out at the plate, and he was just so good today. Helps Coach Thompson out as well to set themselves up in a championship on the road at either White County or Livingston Academy.
Kellen Burnett, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. We're going to figure out who they're going to play because we're going to be there tomorrow, Hogeye Country, tomorrow night, as it will be Game 2. Livingston takes Game 1 tonight over Sparta in Sparta. That is where we will be tomorrow from Livingston Academy as they take on White County in Game 2 of that best of 3. And then, of course, we'll have the championship game of the District 7 3A tournament, whenever that is. As of now, it is scheduled for Saturday. The 5-seed Cumberland County Jets are 3-0 in the postseason. They come out of the play-in game, and then they knock off the regular season champion Upperman Bees 2-0. Isaiah Shelton with an RBI double to walk it off here tonight in Crossville. That'll do it for us. We'll remind you, Goose was in Sparta tonight. Feature coverage coming to UpperCumberlandReporter.com of Livingston's win against White County, and coverage throughout the postseason continuing on there. And that'll do it for us tonight. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent to my left. Cameron Hughes on camera. Final score tonight from Crossville in 8 innings. It's Cumberland County advancing with a 3-2 victory over Upperman. We say so long from Cumberland County.